Welcome back to the basement, the friendliest place on YouTube. It's time for some more Celeste here. We're going to do Chapter 6, Reflection. Did you know it is impossible to outrun your own reflection? Okay, so it's not just called Reflection because we're reflecting on ourselves, but it's called Reflection because we're going to be working with some sort of mirror mechanic, it seems. And I always forget that that screen requires me to press a button to... Oh yeah, we're carrying Theo. It's been a little bit since I played. Not too long. He's recouping by the fire. That looks like a dangerous place to build a fire. Theo, you're awake. Am I? I'm skeptical. I had a messed up nightmare. Yeah, about that. Wait. Oh, yep. It's all coming back to me now. That actually happened. Thanks for getting us out of there. I'm glad we were in it together. I don't know if I could have done that alone. How long was I out for? What's really going on here? How long was I out for? It's been 4 months. Oh, it must have been a few hours. Man, what a ride. Tell me about it. Are you okay? I mean, aside from the existential crisis, yeah, I'm fine. So what's really going on here? Clearly, this isn't a normal mountain. I should have told you sooner. Back at the old ruins, a part of me escaped from a mirror. A part I'm not very proud of. I swear I dreamt it. You think the mountain made her real? Yup. She's been haunting me the whole time. She lashed out at Mr. Oshiro. I think she was the reason the gondola stalled out. She was there in the temple. Why didn't you say something? I wouldn't have gone into that temple if I'd have known what the mountain was capable of. I tried to stop you. Well, you could have mentioned that your demon doppelganger was on the loose. Yeah, and would he believed her? Doubtful. Come on, Theo. You know how crazy this sounds. Exactly. I didn't even believe myself. Exactly. Okay. I understand. Next time, just talk to me, though. I promise I'll believe you. Okay. Why is it so easy for you to trust me? Thank you for believing in me back there. Believing in you was the easy part. I wish I could have helped. I was pretty useless stuck in that thing. You actually helped a lot. Honestly, I couldn't have made it without your support. Why is it so easy for you to trust me? Seriously, you barely know me. Trust her? I barely know her. Honestly, you remind me of my sister. That's adorable. What's she like? Well, she's kind of crazy. Oh, you'd love her. Actually, you might not get along at first, but you'd eventually love her. She's a literal rock star. She's a musician? That's so cool. Okay, she's not literally a literal rock star. Okay, that's funny to use the word literal twice there. Alex is just amazing at everything. Alex, I guess, is her name. She's studying to be a civil rights lawyer. Wow, how do I remind you of her? You both live so deep inside your own heads. Ooh. Alex has this amazing internal compass. It's obvious that she'll get where she needs to be. You know, we all have an internal compass. An innate sense of objective moral duty and value, which is what makes human life inherently valuable. Or at least what allows us to realize that truth. I can see that in you too. I wish I could say the same for myself. This is getting kind of long. Who do you think built the temple? It looks ancient. It must predate everything else in the mountain, the resort, the ruins, the city. There's a lot of history here. This mountain has meant so many things to so many people. I'm starting to understand why that crazy old lady that lives here. You ran into her too? What's her deal? I think she's just a mean person, but she does seem pretty content living out here. Your sister sounds great. I really remind you of her? Oh, come on, Madeline. You could stop fishing for compliments. Are you kidding? You're the one who's dead set on climbing this mountain. You don't even know why. That's classic Alex. I'm just teasing you. Why are you climbing the mountain anyway? I don't honestly know. I just had to get out of my head. I'm stuck in a cycle. You're preaching the choir here. I've had many a soul-destroying day job. Work is fine, actually. I'm going crazy. I can't stop thinking about dumb crap that doesn't matter. My brain fixates on these stupid things that happened forever ago. I should be over them. None of it even matters. You know, maybe you should process it in a healthy manner instead of, so you can sort of evict it from yourself instead of continue to think about it and worry about it. I'm good at keeping up appearances, but the truth is I'm barely holding it together. I'm sorry, that's pretty rough stuff. Can I help? You're already helping. Feels good to say it out loud. You don't talk to anyone about it? See, that's the problem. My mom knows I get depressed and have panic attacks. That's about it. No wonder you feel trapped. How do you cope with anything? I drink, mostly. Oh, wow. That got a little, mature. Like chocolate milk? And get mad at people on the internet. Oh, gosh. What brought you to the mountain? Would you mind talking about what depression is like? I should get some sleep. Okay, we'll go through it. You know what? We're already a ways in. Anyone who's on episode 8 cares about it. And I don't want to skip it. I'm not worried about retention. How about you? What brought you to the mountain? I'm just kind of bumming around, as usual. I started this new job in Seattle. I thought I finally knew what I was supposed to be doing with my life. But I hated it. So I quit after a week. And hopped a bus to Canada. You should give your job at least 6 weeks if you hate it. That's my rule of thumb. Unless you're in danger. Yeah. That's my rule of thumb. It's not for everyone, I guess. I don't know. I felt this urge to get lost in the middle of nowhere. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I realize how flaky it sounds. It just sounds like you're under a lot of pressure. Not really. Everyone's so patient with me. How is that a lot of pressure? Starts a job, he's excited about it, and then he hates it, and that's disappointing. So he quits and... I don't know. I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself. I guess having a sister that's, accomplishing good things could put some pressure on him to, live up to that standard. Well, there you go. People always think I'm comparing myself to Alex, but I swear that isn't the problem. I'm just worried I'll never figure out where I'm going. You said you wanted to feel lost. Maybe you should just embrace that for now. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, look into what really smart and wise people have said about the meaning of life. Lots of people have given it lots of thought and come up with some pretty interesting things to ponder, I think. Do you mind talking about what depression is like? Okay, so this really actually helps people. If you're talking to someone who says something awkward, like, I thought about hurting myself, or all of my friends hate me, or something like that, is just be quiet for a moment and say, do you want to talk about it? That's the best response you can have. Do you want to talk about it? And be a listener. It sucks. Yeah, but what does it feel like? Alex struggles with it too. I really want to understand. We can talk about something else if you want. It's like I'm at the bottom of the ocean. I can't see anything in any direction. It's claustrophobic, yet I feel exposed. I remember feeling normal, but now it feels just out of reach no matter what I try. Then again, I was probably always messed up. It just took something hurtful to bring it out. There must be something wrong with me. Whatever happened, I'm sure it's not your fault. I guess I thought that I could, I don't know. I'm just floating in this abyss, swimming in a random direction, hoping that I find something. That's really why I'm here. But I can't escape myself. Well, that's true, you can't escape yourself. Sometimes things are your fault. Victim blaming is not a great default at all. But the most loving thing a person can do is point out to their loved one when there's something about their thoughts, words, or deeds that should change for the health of that person, rather than tell them that everything that they're thinking and doing and saying is A-okay and not their fault, and if things are bad, it's the rest of the world's fault. The world is a hard place, but you don't have as much control over that as you do over yourself. So do what you can with what you have, where you are, and the rest will sort of sort itself out. I'm literally fighting myself the entire way. Maybe this is all pointless. Basement, you just saved my life. That's not pointless. Yeah. Look, you're a good person. You're a little intense, but you're a good person. I think you're just trying to push out of that rut you're stuck in. And that's a totally legit reason to climb the mountain. Maybe. That's helpful. This part of you that's haunting you, maybe she comes with the territory. So you think I'm stuck with her forever? Well, she's stuck with you, too. That's not helpful. Do you want to destroy this part of you? Why not take a vacation instead? So you want to destroy this part of you? Won't that hurt you, too? Dying to self and destroying the destructive parts of your sinful nature is actually a great idea. But that's advice that you want to take carefully. It's hard saying things that are good advice for some people and bad advice for other people where they're at when I'm speaking and I don't know necessarily who's watching or listening. So, I mean, the game is kind of doing that too. Just be careful. Be careful what you take to heart too much. Talk to people you know and that know you and that care about you and love you and have wisdom and experience. And they can give you typically better advice than a stranger can, even a well-intentioned stranger like the maker of this video game or the narrator of this video. If I don't, she's just going to keep bullying me. She says she's protecting me, but that's obviously not true. Maybe she thinks she is. She could be some kind of twisted defense mechanism. Honestly, who cares? She has so much control over me. I hate it. Well, maybe you can learn to control her instead. The feather helps a lot. Thanks for teaching me that. Just one of my grandpa's many nuggets of wisdom. Are you close to your grandpa? Yeah, I was. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay. That's just how life is. I lost both grandpas pretty early. One before I was born and one when I was a large toddler. Say maybe 6 or 7. All I can do is stay positive and live a meaningful life because that's what he would want. I'm so sorry, Theo. Thanks. What else did you learn from your grandpa? So much stuff. Actually, he was the one who told me about Celeste Mountain. He always said this place changed his life. After I quit my job in Seattle, I realized how close I was to it. I felt like he was telling me to come here. Grandpa said that the mountain was special. Do you think he went through the temple like us? Do you think he understood the power of the mountain? He never talked about what happened here. I doubt your grandpa was as messed up as me. His experience was probably less violent. He found the mountain before I was born. I don't know what he was like before that. I wonder what he learned about himself here. Though I'm sure the mountain is some sort of metaphor. Why don't you take a vacation instead? Instead of what? I don't even remember what the original option was. What do you mean? Dude, you needed a change, so you chose to climb a mountain. Why not do something relaxing instead? Go to Hawaii, where there are mountains. Or, like, take a bath. Is that a little Mother 3 reference? Or is it just that baths are relaxing? Hard to say. I have to admit, Madeline's blinking is pretty cute. I guess I feel the need to accomplish something. It sounds like you have enough on your plate already. I guess it is kind of extreme, but that's how I am. I need something to challenge me, and I can't just do something a little bit. It's all of me or nothing. I want to remember this night. Well, of course. I think you will. It's pretty nice. Look at the stars. Are they gonna crash through the floor here? Let's take a selfie. Uh-oh. I thought you'd never ask. Oh. It looks like she took it. Apply the filter. Are you gonna apply the filter? No. You know, despite everything, I feel pretty good right now. Wait a second. You're going to reach the summit tomorrow. Don't jinx it. Yeah, I am excited though. I'm ready to put this all behind me. I'll be cheering you on. We should get some sleep. Okay, good night, Theo. Thanks for being cool. What can I say? Comes naturally. That was a fair bit of exposition. Alright, I don't know if gameplay is going to start here now or what, but I think I'm actually going to go to the next episode, because that was lengthy, and it's time to play. So I'll see you guys next time for some actual gameplay in Celeste in the basement. Until next time, Basement Dwellers, I think that you are more in need of a long night under the stars with a bonfire, talking about things that matter with somebody who's cool, than Dolly Parton, who clearly could use that, in the basement.